the Derriere debates round 3, and we're joined back with the original crew. So, how about we do some introductions? So, whoever wants to introduce themselves, why do so?
King of the ass battle, hashtag ass battle, Derriere debate. Well, I'm glad to be here. Johnny Be Crazy or something like that. I think that's my name. Uh, Thanks for having me on. It's going to be a raucous, fun, good time. We got a nice chat going here. And yeah, let's see if I can blow some minds with just stupidity at this point.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Clarissa. Thanks for having me on again, Mackenzie, and looking forward to some butt action. Okay, no, that doesn't sound right, but it's time to debate.
And as always, I am here, AK. I don't know what exactly we're going to be, which pairings we're going to be going up against today, but I'll do my best to debate for the best buttocks in the lineup. Slightly under the weather today, so I might be a bit more quiet than usual, but there will still be butts all over the screens. Butts everywhere. That is why we're here, after all.
Yes.
Okay, you got to feel better. And don't worry, it's like Jordan with the flu. You're going to pull off like a 50-point game. So I just know it. Did it yesterday. So you got another one in you.
Yeah.
So we can hope so. We can hope so.
So the first, so we want to talk about actually quickly for last week. We kind of had a mashup of sorts. It was more of a relaxed round 2. So the clear winner from this one in the poll was Brienne of Tarth. So she won from last week technically, but you also had Masand. Masande was high up there as well as Melisandre. So those two will have like another revote, and like how we did before, where we do the votes of the best versus the not the not as good ones again, and this one. So we're gonna do 2 extra polls this week. So go check out that one if you haven't already. It was quite fun. It was me, AK, and Lauren that had such a discussion. But for the buzz, the first round that we can do today could be, because I'm on this one, we can do Talissa Mygear or Jane Westerling versus Rosalind Frey. So, Rob's wife versus Rob's almost wife, aka Edmund's wife. So, does what is it? Talissa from the West Essos have it, or does Walder Frey want to know?
That's a good matchup. Rob's wife versus Rob's almost wife. I like that. Um, I am not sure which one to pick though. I don't know, Johnny. Give me a backstory, man. I know you got something cooking in that brain of yours. Give me some backstories for these chicks.
Well, honestly, Talissa's been in spy boot camp in Valanta since she was a child. So she may have the tighter, what would you call it, the CrossFit ass. Now, Rosalind Frey's a little softer. Those powdered cheeks, if that's what you're into, she's got the powdered ass. So, you know, this comes down because I think their ass may be about the same size. So you can cross that out. Their ass is probably of the same lift, I would say. Rosalind Frey is a little younger, but we don't know, and I don't know how much of her ass I've seen. Hmm. What I have seen is Talissa's ass, and it is a nice one. So I'm gonna have to go with that one. That spy begotten ass. She brings down realms. She brings down sexy jawline guy, and what the hell ever, man. I fell for it too. So I'll go with Talissa, even though I hate her fucking guts.
That is a that is a sound argument, and that's kind of close to exactly how I feel about it. Because yeah, everybody always wants to argue that, well, she died in the Red Wedding too. Bitch, that don't mean that she wasn't a spy. That just means that she was expendable to Tywin. She don't get a pass for that. Just saying. She did have a nice ass though, and AK is an ass lady, so I kind of have to go with what I've seen versus the unknown. And Rosalind was a pretty girl. We know that. But pretty face don't always mean you got the ass to match. And we know Talisa had the full package. So she gets my vote.
If Walter Frey let her go and didn't keep her for himself, there's something wrong with that ass.
I cannot refute that statement. Yeah, he is very, very surprised when there are pretty women around his room. That's how he knew Arya didn't belong there, because she was too damn pretty.
You're not one of mine.
Yeah.
So gross.
Oh, Jesus.
Bravosi broadcast says Rosalind Frey had a young butt, but she's related to Fat Walda, so she'll get popping out soon.
I mean, that's not a bad thing, though. That's not necessarily a bad thing. But Lady Chaplin came in with the nice firm booty bounce already, so
New house word of star. Ass over honor. 40 Jedi.
Get that shit trending. Hashtag that shit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well done, Jordy. Well done.
There's the trying to redo what is it? House Tully's words. So they'll have to change that at one point because it's family duty honor, but it's like no. So
it's now forget this, fuck that, and what?
Whereas Danny McKay says, easy choice, you get full on spy crack versus Frey might have a nice bum.
Yeah, no, it's true. You do see the entire contour of what Talisa's got going on, and we just don't get that opportunity from Rosalind Frey. While I'm sure that being the prettiest of the bunch, she was probably put on a diet and exercise program. She probably had a personal stylist, but
ferrets aren't known for their asses.
She's got butt.
She was
some of us. She was the lucky one, but they made her work for it.
Yeah.
Well, and it could be really furry.
The Kardashian opportunity for plastic surgery.
Furry, but she did get married to Edmund Tully, which I mean.
Does she have a tail? These are questions that must needs answering.
I don't
He's
know.
a dummy, but that chiseled jaw, yeah, that'd look good on your kids. So.
Yeah, you got. I wonder what the kid looks like, though. That's the thing. Because
you always
really want to know. I mean, you never know how genetics are going to work out, and they might fuck around and have a kid that looks like freaking Walder.
Rhaegar come again.
Think about that. Let's not think about that. Genetics are a motherfucker, so we don't know where that's going to go.
More like Rhaegar.
I can't imagine she inherited a good butt from Waldo. Or Waldo.
Waldo.
And the stripy shirt and the hat.
Don't you insult Waldo like that. How dare you?
Where's Waldo Frey? Imagine.
Waldo's a world traveler. That guy's a G.
It has to be out there. Where's Walder? Like somebody has to have already done that.
It probably is a meme.
If anybody sees that, put it in the comments.
And just a bunch of ferrets in the wild, and then Walder in there.
The ferrets. Over honor. Yes, Dark Mother. Her name was Una Chaplin. I think the great granddaughter of
Yes, great granddaughter of Harry Chaplin.
The inventor of the Hitler mustache. No, that's not.
Uh-oh.
But that'll never be in style again.
Nope.
He got to it first, and then, damn. That's all I can ever think about with Charlie Chaplin. That fucked up mustache.
Yeah. So I think that the clear winner for this round has to be Talissa My Gear, even though that's like the most random fucking name ever. My Gear. Like, even Catelyn couldn't even figure out where that was from. She's like, what? Um, yeah, so Talissa My Gear versus Rosalind Frey. I think, yeah. And plus, who knows? The mystique of being from Volantis may also win her a couple of bonus points compared to one from down down on the east with the phrase. But
Yeah, I might give it to Rosalind if Jamie would have catapulted the baby, but you know, such an awful bastard.
the poor baby. Yeah, so I guess that's the
What
Lord for Riverrun, but after Edmure is that's whatever they named that child. Something Tully, I guess. So
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Waldo.
Well then.
Waldo Tully. There you go. Anyway. So the next
Who's next?
we can do the next one as
Uh-oh. We got that tabletop ass coming on that case screen.
uh-oh.
Yeah.
So let's see. We won't do that one because I know Baby M probably wants to debate her versus anybody else. So let's see. We can do Mance Raider versus Tormund Giantsbane.
A man's rated voice is Toyman Giants Bane, see? Ah.
I want to see him voice Tormund so
There's no way that Mance beats Tormund.
In the book,
I
maybe.
can't see it happening. I mean, Mance, he's a stocky dude. So is Tormund, but Tormund has I don't know. I feel like Tormund just has more that more that than Mance does. I don't know. Mance just he doesn't have the stories behind his name that Tormund does. Tormund has like damn near as many titles as Daenerys. Man, and let's not forget about his magic cock. Mance don't got that. And if you have a full package such as that, I have to believe that it extends to the back end of the Derriere. How could it not?
All of this is self-proclaimed, and he was given every single one of those names by himself. This is where I give Tormund
So
just a little bit of slack right here. Yeah,
he's confident. That's not a bad trait.
I don't know. I give Danny shit for it. I gotta give Tormund shit for it. But go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, well, one thing you can say though, at least Danny, people gave her those names. She didn't ask for all them damn titles. But Tormund, the Giantsbane, the fucker of bears, and all that. I mean,
yeah, you gotta have some boots to fuck a bear.
How many kids does this dude have? For real? I mean, we know he's been hitting up Bear Island for years now, and he's got a few wildling kids also. You got to have some power in your back and your hips to make that move. And if you're moving the right way, that tends to work out the glutoid muscles into very firm and lush lumps. Is all I'm saying.
I found out through the grapevine that Tormund's really Gilly's dad. I don't know how that works. Okay, but look, he has a river of ass hair that flows through his crack that I can't necessarily get over. I've seen these things. Don't ask. I have some backstories here because I have actually met these characters in real life. And no, not the actors, the actual characters, because I am an insane person. So with that, Tormund refuses to get waxed, and I am just not cool with the bush, man. And he has a fierce one when he calls himself a bear fucker. I mean, come on, he looks just like a bear. That's why he got in there. It's not for the good looks. It's because he looks like an Ibanese, and we'll have to figure out that at some point. But I'm just making a case for Mance Raider's hard ass and saying that he has a glamour and he can turn into whatever you want him to.
Now he needs help turning into whatever he wants to. Tormund has that natural costume already. Why do you think he got in so good on Bear Island? You think Mage Mormont is gonna fuck just anybody? Just anybody? She has the first men skin changer genes. She has to make sure that she melds those genes with the appropriate person to pass that on to her daughters. And we all know that the little bears are who they are. We've been told this. So I'm just saying he might not have wanted to shave because he knew there was reasons he needed them extra patches.
The furry. What did Danny McKay said that
I'm dead right now. I'm so dead.
Danny McKay said steady diet of goat's milk. Gotta add lbs to the booty. Yeah, because you drink the goat's milk.
You gotta have that soured goat's milk, man. It does a body good.
Dude, that is gross. Okay.
Milk does a body good.
And it smells really bad, crusted up in that ass hair. So no, I'm telling you, do not pick Tormund, lest you smell the stink from a mile away. Okay.
Would you rather the king be on the wall or just Tormund?
Yes, at least he's sanitized. As Sasuke said, his ass is burnt. He's sanitized. You know, he ain't got no STDs. You can't get nothing from that ass.
Is the king beyond the
wall? The king beyond the wall.
Oh God, I'm just awful.
What exactly does he do? He gets help from a witch to make his glamour work. Tormund needs no such a help. This shit is all natural.
I think, yeah. Well,
I'm just saying, Sasuke. Those are the facts.
What is it? Manstrader. He had the wife, and then he had a couple wives, didn't he? The one that's like Val's sister or something like that. Not in the show.
I remember Val's sister. I don't recall anyone else.
Like,
See, Val's sister and only like one child. And how many years have you been beyond the wall, King Mance?
Dalla, I think that's her name.
Dalla? Yeah.
Dalla, yeah, I believe that is correct.
You pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yes. But you only managed to pull just this one chick, and she ain't even the hot sister. You got the second rate, and you only have one child. My man Tormund has been slinging that bear-loving dick all over the north. Okay?
Look, the Mormont ladies are not renowned for their beauty. And nothing against the Mormont ladies. But they're all bears. I'm just trying to make an argument here and be an asshole, but still, I gotta throw this out there.
Jody Jedi brings the point of Brienne.
We've got one of the hotties beyond the wall, I guess. I don't know.
I'm
not helping myself here at all.
Johnny,
Clarissa, shoot me down.
Jordy Jedi said that Brienne wanted nothing to do with Tormund, so maybe that adds.
Okay, Brienne isn't a northerner though. She's not trying to fuck with all that hairy ass. That's not her stilo. Brienne likes pretty boys. We already know this, so that's not even a thing.
Clarissa and Ethan.
I can't get over the Giant's milk dingleberries, so I'll never choose Tormund at this point. Not for that ass.
Who said how did we get Giant?
You didn't hear my backstory on that one.
I did, but I'm still trying to figure out how the milk got mixed into the ass hair. He's drinking the milk. That is not.
He pours it all over himself, like as in episode 2. He like poured it all over himself.
Okay, he poured it all over himself, but again, he still has 10 times more damn children's than Mance does. So apparently, the shit works for him.
And that milk's got to come out. All that protein.
Somehow.
I'm just saying the ladies obviously ain't complaining. I do have like 15 kids.
Aaron says that Mance Raider did wander the lands of always winter, so he probably has a tight ass.
It's true, but if you stop and think that Tormund, since he was a wee babe, was walking around in the mountains of the true north.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if Mance's story
he would have the structure.
Believed, he was a southern pretty boy before he became the king beyond the wall. So I'm just saying, I don't think the two compare.
Yeah, like Mance had to make a name for himself because his ass couldn't speak for him.
I mean, he is the Lord.
And
of
I mean,
Bones now,
The
so
Lord of
Lord
That
Bones.
says it
Tormund's
right
ass
there.
speaks for him all the time.
That says it right there.
If he's the Lord of Bones, how does that work, Johnny? Elaborate.
The Lord of Boners.
Why did you ask that question?
He has all the bones, the B's and the D's.
Okay, but we ain't talking about the bones though. We need the bounce, the booty.
To have a huge bone, you gotta have an ass to support it. I mean, so
I
stupid.
think that's the other way around when it comes to asses.
Well, if it's, I mean, I don't even know what I'm arguing for at this point. I'm just not going with goat's milk dingleberries. I'm not doing it. I'm sticking to that argument.
For man's
I told you
right.
I've seen him in person and I've talked to Tormund. We tried to make love, but I just couldn't go through with it. So, anyways, just take over for me before I dig a giant hole for myself.
Danny McKay said Tormund walks into the Great Hall and his dick has been there for 10 minutes drinking beers. He had to pregame until his ass could get there.
Oh, gee.
All right.
I think. Never mind.
Okay, so do we need the vote here? Who
I don't know.
are we going for, people? Tormund or Mance?
Lord of Bones can get it. That's okay.
Oh, I'm going Mance. Y'all know my argument. Just think about Tormund's nasty ass. He don't have toilet paper north of the wall.
Neither does
And
Mance.
he doesn't seem like he takes baths that often. At least Mance bathes in the blood of his enemies. Tormund just talks a lot. I love Tormund. Don't
Isn't
get me
also
wrong right here.
Tormund-
I'm just making an argument for my Lord of Bones.
Isn't Tormund also a couple years older than he is in the show? They aged him down, didn't
Yeah,
they?
Tormund's got a bunch of gray hair.
Did they?
Yeah, because
I don't remember.
I think...
I think he's close to 50, actually,
Yeah.
in the books.
Yeah, he's supposed
I
to
mean,
be
that don't
older.
mean nothing if you're fit enough to be doing what you're doing.
Hey, I despise
Walter
these Tormund
Frey's old
votes.
wrinkly ass.
Quit
You
it,
just-
chat. Despise these Tormund votes. You're voting for nasty ass. Wash your ass, Tormund.
When in doubt, always vote Tormund. See, the OTDA knows, man.
OTGA is also such been funny.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to say,
Damn you, dear.
I'm when all else fails. When I think after much consideration of both arguments, Tormund does so much talking out of his ass that it must be pretty toned, and Mance is the Lord of Bones, not the Lord of Buns. So I'm going to go with Tormund myself.
Let's see, I think Aaron has the right question here. So crusty enemies, blood butt is preferable to giant's milk. But that's what I'm saying, John. You kind of like talked yourself into a corner there with that one. That's still, even if we're talking about
Good
the
arguments,
smells,
Johnny.
blood. Have you smelled old blood?
Have you smelled old giant's milk? Blood smells like iron. I can handle that.
No.
Stinky,
Fresh blood
sour.
smells like iron, Johnny.
Oh,
Fresh blood smells like iron. Old blood does not smell like that at all.
Old blood comes
It
off
stinks.
when you bathe. Mance Raider bathes. We have book confirmation of this. He's a semi-clean dude. Tormund runs around in pig shit, and is a beautiful man. But I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole because he has anthrax.
Sasuke brings up a good point, which you could read, John.
No, in the books he just laughs his heart, which would kill the mood. Oh yeah, I forgot about he's a pirate in the books.
He's an undercover almost pirate, I would say, if the theory is to be believed.
But look, I did not say my argument would win in the court of law. It only wins in the hashtag ass battle. You want curdled milk?
Apparently it doesn't, because Tormund's got more votes.
I don't care. I know why Tormund has more votes. I took the underdog on purpose. You deal with my crazy story.
And then OTJ brings up the real question of imagine somebody popping in to watch this live stream for the first time.
Look, if you see Derriere and you do not expect to hear straight ass talk, then something is wrong with you, and you are in the wrong place.
Dark Mother also says
BA
she's
said, imagine someone popping in late for their first live stream here.
but and then Dark Mother is also howling at this. This will be fun.
Sasuke, why do I know what Oh That's Blood smells like? Because my mom has worked in the healthcare industry for many a year. So there are times where I have visited her at nursing homes with older folks, and sometimes there are accidents that need to be taken care of, and some situations that don't get taken care of as quickly as others. So those scents are not something that you forget.
It's pretty bad. I'll tell you a story. I cut my thumb open from here all the way to there. Pretty much about bled out in my friend's car. And yeah, he cussed me for a long time because his whole car smelled like old blood for forever. It smelled like somebody died in his car.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's just your, and that was just your thumb.
Yeah, well,
It's your
it
thumb
was a
part
lot
of
of
your hand.
blood.
You talking about a whole ass load of blood,
couple
literally all over somebody.
It was pretty rough. I could have bathed in it. It was that much. It was squirting, hitting me in the face and shit.
Oh
It was
no.
bad.
Yeah, he's
It was
arguing
bad.
for
I
that
have to tell you all
over
the story
goat
of that
smoke.
one day. Oh my goodness. I'm accident prone, if you haven't figured that out yet. So I've got a bunch of cuts.
I challenge
fucked up
you to
shit.
a clumsy off, Johnny. I guarantee I'm more
No,
clumsy than you.
we don't need blood everywhere. No, I
It's like a
forbid
good
it.
TV show.
I forbid it.
Clumsy off. That could be an next thing. Who's the
Okay.
worst clumsy?
Aaron, Verbose Podcast. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Ah, see, Aaron, you thought I was going to say something sarcastic or smart,
Old
didn't you?
blood.
Uh-huh. AK hit you with them facts.
Whereas Jordy Jedi says, old-blooded. The switchback had a butt smell. No! The butts don't smell usually particularly very nice.
Well, I mean that depends on the state of which you are receiving the derriere. I mean, I'm no expert on the female gluteus maximus, but I do happen to know that when it is fresh out of a cool spring, and the cheeks are spread appropriately for digestion, I guess we should say, for things that adults do. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
No, it's like a
And
sweet-
if you don't know what I'm talking about, man the fuck up and go diving, okay? Sidebar.
You ever
Young
seen rabbit
and
pellets?
ladies that may be of that persuasion, if you're eating pussy proper, you're gonna slip up on some ass, okay? And if you haven't, then something's wrong with you, and your girl is just too nice to tell you that you're not doing it right.
What's happening? Do I have something in my beard?
This is Pussy Eating 101. AK is here to help.
You got me feeling self-conscious. Okay.
Correct yourself, young man. Your girl will appreciate it. Just saying.
I want. I'm trying to get out what I want to say here, but I'm pretty sure I lost with Matt Schrader's bony ass, right? Because it basically is nothing but a pair of hip bones at this point. So I will concede that, but do take fair note. I'm gonna take these underdogs. I'm gonna win with one of them. I'm gonna get y'all. Anyways, next, as Dark Mother says.
Which adults? Dark Mother also says. So, we can do, let's see. Uh-oh, what's that?
You are exactly right, Danny McKay.
Oh no.
That is exactly what the hell is supposed to happen.
So, oh man.
But back to the butts.
Oh,
So, we can do like a few more. So let's see. Let's see here. We can do we want to do male female pairing, male or female pairing besides the one that we kind of talked about pre-stream?
Done.
I'll be
done
right
that?
What
back.
do you want to see next, chat?
I want to talk about I want a really good man ass versus a really good female ass, and I'm not necessarily gonna go for who you think I'm gonna go for. So throw it out there. I'm gonna go stretch my face from laughing so hard. I'll be right back.
Chat room. Okay, so who do y'all want to hear next? We put it to you. A really, really nice female ass that we have not talked about yet, and a really nice male ass that we haven't talked about yet. Who y'all got?
Yeah. And then we have this
Whoa.
surprise.
We'll even throw it to the book. We'll even throw it to the book verse. Let's not limit
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah, we can always slide in a book one in here. Yeah, because we have one will come in probably to end this one, and it's a good one. We talked about it pre-stream. So,
Since I'm not fully through the books, I mean I've heard lots of spoilers, so don't worry about that, you guys. It's not an issue for me. But I don't know that I'll be able to have any arguments
yeah.
in book character ones. So you guys go for it though.
Okay.
I'm
I will
sure you'll
monitor
know
the
at
chat.
least one of the characters
Yeah.
probably,
Oh, I'm sure I'll know
and
at least one.
they
I'm
look
just
close
saying.
to the books as show, so we should be able to.
I know that
Get
some
you in on.
characters are combined, and so you might be talking about like multiple asses merged into one. And I just wouldn't know how to relate.
The multi-ass. Dun, 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 dun.
The multi-ass.
Yeah, we talked about quite a few. We've talked already about Yara, Danny, Jamie, Dario, Viserys, Septimore Dane, Brienne of Tarth, Missandei, Melisandre, Renly, Loras, Catelyn to an nth degree, as well as Lysa to an nth degree.
Dark Mother just tossed out Beric. That's one that we haven't touched on just yet.
Beric? Alright.
Sir Dantos versus Fat Walda. We have not done that yet. Okay, DA.
I'll write that down. I'll write down Sir Dantos, because we have Fat Walda in here.
Yes, we did do Fat Walda, so we can take Sir Dantos. Toss out another lady there, DA. Ramsey, have we done one? Have we done a lineup with Ramsey?
We haven't done Ramsey. We have him tentatively put with Ramsey versus Joffrey. We have him tentatively put as. Different else. Did we do
The five-assed monkey. I don't know if that character's even entered the books yet, but it's coming, Jordy.
the five-assed monkey? Where would that be? With Tyrion's plotline? What plotline would that
It
be?
would have to be because Essos is the only place we're going to find something like that.
We say hot ass. People say Dantos and unglamoured male. DA, what is wrong with you?
Unglamoured Melisandre. No! That's like real granny ass. It's not. Oh yeah, and also if it's like a character, we had the age cut off of Sansa, I think, is like that age bracket. We
Yeah,
don't want to start
we're
talking
not going with any youngins. Okay, like Lyanna Mormont, no, unacceptable.
Yeah.
If you want to go with Daisy or what's the other chick's name?
Victarion's a good-looking woman versus Euron. That's a good one.
Victarion versus.
Didn't we talk about them last time?
I think
No, we
talked
no,
about
we haven't. No, we
Victarion
talked
and
about
Euron
that
yesterday,
yesterday.
actually.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Wrong stream. Sorry.
So are you saying Victarion versus Euron, please? Or Victarion versus Euron, please?
With,
Yeah,
I don't
the
think
there'd be
either
a
one of them
comma
could.
there.
Which
Power
do you
of
mean?
commas.
Should there be a comma? Comma.
a gamma. Victarion. Oh my gosh, I haven't even looked at fan art about Victarion. He's probably creepy as crazy. I forgot about the fan art for Victarion. Let's see. Oh, I haven't found
Great
it.
choice for Sasuke. We
Well, he's
we
creepy
ruled out
looking.
the
Alicent? Like Alicent.
oh.
Alicent, yeah, that's her name, I think.
There's what was
It goes between Daisy and Alicent. I'm going for Daisy.
What's that?
I was saying it's like thick everywhere, and that's not always preferable. But Daisy, she's got curves, so there's crevices and chunks and whatnots to be explored and found.
In places. Hey, he's on TV.
Yeah, well, Aries Oakheart. Wait, who are we talking about?
The people in the chat are just mentioning
Allison
names.
and... Never mind.
Allison
I'm
and
thinking
Daisy.
somebody else. I didn't even read the chat. I'm over here. I'm having
DA says
technical
Catelyn versus
difficulties, as Phil
Jorah.
Issues guy would say.
Any technical issues?
If you know what I mean. Hint,
Yeah.
hint.
So, let's see.
Did you just say Phil the Issues guy?
Yeah, technical issues.
Technical
DA
difficulties.
suggested Catelyn
I was
Tully
like,
versus Jorah Mormont.
I'm voting for Jorah just on principle.
Yeah.
Hashtag fuck Catelyn.
This goes all the way back to dingleberries and no Jorah. No.
But then again,
Even worse than
Jorah,
Tormund.
yeah, Jorah needs to stop touching shit. If you go near Jorah's ass, you legit could die.
Yeah.
So I mean, do you want going to die ass or already dead ass? I don't know how that's a win in any situation, DA.
Depends on what
need to
type of
rethink
serial
that.
killer you are.
But what?
Technically, all ass is eventually going to die ass.
I mean, true enough, but there's still time to enjoy it. I don't know that you got time to enjoy either one of those in this situation.
I mean, if you're talking, yeah, especially if you're talking about the book versions of themselves, then it sways one way, obviously.
Okay, if we're gonna talk book Jorah versus book Catelyn, then we have to separate whether Catelyn is Catelyn Milf of the North Catelyn or Lady Stoneheart Catelyn. I'm automatically almost always gonna vote for Milf of the North Catelyn because I mean, she's just, come on, man. And if we're going
decaying ass
Jorah,
does not qualify.
Book Jorah is a little short, disgusting monkey man.
No undead ass.
No.
I would say that Kat herself has one nice ass cheek left. The other one's slawed off the bone.
Yeah.
It's just like a vacant cheek. It's pretty awesome of her how she holds her throat together when she talks. That's so weird. But I think she's a hot piece of necrophilic ass, I guess. Is that what you're going for? Yeah. She's technically alive, like Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
Did you catch that one, Kenzie?
Which one? Kinvara?
Kinvara versus Small John Umber. I don't know how any Umber has anything to win against Kinvara.
Makorov.
In a situation such as this.
Makorov has a pretty hot bod, according to Victorian.
He might have a hot bod, but that don't mean he have a hot ass.
Jordy Jedi's comment. Yeah, Jordan needs someone to wipe for him.
Yeah, I can't read. It's like a keg.
Quite literally. Ugh.
But,
now you want to talk about hairy, disgusting asses? Yeah, that's Book Jorah.
Book Jorah. Yeah.
No, but if he's got that whole like balding thing going on, and which means he's hairy, like extra hairy elsewhere. A lot of guys that are that hairy will get themselves waxed, so he may be bare down there.
I don't know. He might
have made the symbol of the bear literally.
Clarissa, he is a Northman.
He's got a Mormont bear ass.
No. If there's any type of waxing going on, that is south of the neck. You know damn well the Northerners do not give a damn about none of that pretty boy shit.
South of the neck, so it happened in King's Landing?
I'm telling you, Jorah has a colony of lice that have built large cities in his undercarriage.
That's why Danny doesn't want to touch him.
Seriously, if anything happens to any of the hair on it, y'all remember that scene in Men in Black when Will put his hand in that little water sphere thing, and then the little aliens inside started going crazy, like, "Oh my God, all is lost." Let Jorah try to shave any hair. That's exactly what's gonna happen with all them damn colonies of disgustingness that's living in his bushes.
If you got near him with trimmers, they would just. Sasuke says McCoral
Didn't
literally
somebody
has
have a knife
ass.
that would
He
shave a
does.
spider's arse?
Strong Bell Wasp. Who we putting Strong Bell Wasp versus
Before or after
okay,
the
D-A,
diet?
where are you coming up with these combinations, sir?
McCoral.
We got to talk, young
Strong
man.
bear ass? Huh?
Strong Bell Wasp. Strong Bear Ass.
Before the locust slim fast diet, or after?
Strong Bell Wasp
Locust.
versus Eerie. Eerie was one of the Dothraki helpers to Danny,
The
wasn't
leather ass.
Or here you go. Jorah is a strong.
Sasuke is thick. Kills me every
he?
time.
Candidate for laser hair removal. It's gonna take more than a laser.
Versus the
Just a mini
shade.
burst under it. He does. Yeah, you
But
stop
here
right
you go.
there. But
It's
he
turned
does.
into hashtag ass shaming. I think we might
There
need
is-
to
Yeah, let's get back on track.
Viserys versus the waif.
Viserys versus, I
uh,
mean, that's okay. That's a kind of block to go with.
Stir the ass of molten gold.
I mean, we got Viserys' backstory already. Well, Johnny, you're gonna have to repeat it because DA wasn't here to hear Viserys'
Oh, bitch, I
backstory.
don't remember it. I don't remember. I'll have to make up a
Young man,
new
do
one.
better.
It was like something about how.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Tame the
Okay, so
dragons.
Viserys has been running. He's been parkouring all throughout the free cities, trying to get away from the hired knives of Rob Baratheon ever since old what's his face died, laying in the bed, smelling all sickly sweet. You know, he had to do a lot of things. I saw him doing pull-ups once. He did them really fast. I couldn't even see him. Like he was just sitting there like this, and he did 100 pull-ups, and I saw nothing. He was like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "No." He said, "Because I was that fast." And his ass cheeks will quiver like the molten gold that they are. He actually invented twerking in Volantis. This actually changed the whoring game. Men who have never touched men who have never touched a woman and consider themselves celibate now fall to twerking in the streets of Lys. It has already spread that far. The famous whorehouses, the courtesans. I heard the Black Swan was even doing it. So, with that, I rest my case for that golden ass that started twerking across the free cities. Fucking A.
You asked for this shit, OTDA. This is your fault. Okay, but now on top of that, though, Johnny, now you have to give a backstory for the waif.
Oh, God dang. The T500, the predecessor to the T1000, has literally been molded and shaped into the perfect weird little being that can chase you throughout Bravos. These smoky city streets are not easy to see through. These laser eyes actually carved her own ass. She used a mirror. She didn't like the ass she was born with, so she made one herself. The waif runs just the same as Viserys does, but unfortunately for the waif, she has no feet. People don't know this about her. And because she has no feet, it gives a weird shape to her ass. I'd call it lumpy. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to make shit up.
Well, here you go. You can add to this where it says DA says that Lys has turned into Atlanta in some reason.
Oh, goodness. Apparently that's how they do it in the dirty now.
Yeah, they. I mean, Viserys.
I'm more out now.
Viserys has like the nice one because he has got the blood of the dragon ass. Because I know probably Rhaegar probably didn't have the best one, even though some speculate otherwise. And Dany. Who knows? If he's not paired against Dany or like in the same grouping as Dany, does he stand a chance? Maybe.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. He does have that blood of the dragon. Them bastards are known for being freaking pretty, and we already know what Dany's ass looks like. She's still on the boards in the competition overall. I would venture to say that Viserys, he probably would twerk the waif out of town. So yeah, I'll vote for Viserys on this one.
Especially he'd be like, I am the blood of the dragon, and then like slap.
I am the twerker of Lys.
You
All
can't,
will fall before me.
you can't not vote for that golden ass.
Well, I will say that Viserys, I mean, he's genetically predisposed to dragon riding, and you gotta have a strong, firm ass for riding a dragon. And as for the waif, I don't know that does she have permission to access the Hall of Asses? Like, what we know that Arya was made blind by taking a face from the Hall of Faces. What do they do to you for taking an ass from the Hall of Asses without permission?
They took her feet. That's why she don't got no feet.
Yeah, I even forgot about that part. She has this weird gait. That's
Why
what she
you
does
just
so weird.
tell the damn story and you forgot the detail?
Because my mind's just going haywire when I'm doing it.
Yeah, somebody that knows how to make gifts. Somebody make a damn Viserys twerking gift, man.
I gotta get that going. It's gotta be done.
Yeah, there's a way to do it. It's pretty simple. Viserys working. Yeah. There's probably
She
a way
can
to-
borrow any ass she wants, Sasuke, but she cannot borrow the twerking ass of Lys.
The twerking ass of
What
Viserys.
also say
Twerking ass of Lys.
she helped shape that ass with poisons. That's a poison ass. Do you really want to vote for a poison ass?
Shaved Pate versus Penny.
Okay, DA, see, I'm
Penny
gonna
wins.
sit down now. We're done with this.
DA.
I'm gonna go refill my cup of Joe. I'll be right back, you guys.
All right. Somebody
That's
tossed
Dark.
out Dark Star earlier. I think it was Dark
code
Mother.
for
So
Clarissa
Dark
being
Star
comfortable.
against who though?
Yeah, Dark Stars.
A Dark Star is an asshole, but I cannot wait to see what the hell he's gonna do.
I
think we
mean-
need to do a Dark Star
Oh,
stream.
it's Dark
Supposedly he's sexy as hell though. So
Mhm.
you could be an asshole and still have a sexy ass.
Yeah, Ariane forgot every story she ever heard about him. Didn't believe it because he's so fucking good looking. That's got to be a
Mhm.
good looking dude.
That's
Yeah.
all around. I would say. I mean, he's Dornish. We've seen some Dornish asses before. Not one of them have been bad.
Would you then wait? Yeah, if his ass is no good, put on a different face because the way.
The twerking ass of Lys is also where the tears come from. Sasuke.
Yeah, you know
Dead
Rhaegar.
will get
That
both
booty
forms.
sweat. That booty sweat for
Oh, here you go. Rhaegar made women cry because they played the harp. And then it's like Viserys who made all the women work or whatever instead.
Salador Sand versus Theon's boat chick.
Y'all read Rosie broadcast comment.
Johnny be like, Dark Star is an asshole, but I would look at his asshole.
Pretty much. I mean,
Yeah, that's how I-
yeah, that's pretty much what the words that just came out of your mouth, bro.
Oh,
And it
man.
goes off screen.
Because it runs away. Just be like, no, I'm done for now. Oh, man. Sounds like an asshole.
So Ariane Martell, the Sasuke. Like that's what I was thinking about with Alicent. I get those names mixed up. It's forever my curse. I did it the whole fucking They Deserved It stream, which we got to start back up. I got people yelling at me. But
So,
She says Ariane Martell is her ass as big as her
man, she got them full lips, full body. Ariane Martell.
I think
is a
she
smoke show.
is. Yeah, I think she is
ooh,
very.
that could be an
full
interesting
here.
one. I know I put the Rhaegar's wives against each other, but you could do like Ariane. Let's see. Who could Ariane go against if we do Ariane today? Because I know I put.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a
you could do Ilaria.
nah, that's an easy win. That's an easy win for Ariane. If we're going with book characters, then that's actually a good one to put against book Catelyn.
Book cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah.
The Milk of the
Chardonnay.
North versus yeah, let's piss Catelyn off even more and put her up against a Chardonnay.
Do a menage a trois ass off.
I'd watch.
A 3-person ass off.
If it's those three, come on. Ariane, Catelyn, Milk of the North, put Catelyn and a Chardonnay. You're not gonna watch?
Dude,
I'm watching.
3 completely different looking but gorgeous women.
Yeah,
Oh.
I am absolutely watching. I will sit in the corner with my Dornish Red and my honeyed locust and eat them quietly and film the whole time.
Hoberin versus Alarius.
Why? I mean, why he gotta be Hoberin? That's Holaria too.
Damon Sand and Oberyn,
Yeah.
book, the bastard of God's grace.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Oberyn hit that.
Damon Sand? Yeah, I think so too.
I'm
That's
pretty
crazy.
sure Oberyn hit that.
Ariane got her, lost her maidenhead to her uncle's lover.
To her uncle's sloppy seconds.
Dun, 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 dun.
Trois derrière pour toi.
Next on As the World Turns.
Soap opera.
See, Aaron, I'm here to help, man. This is what happens. If you're posed with that situation, all you can do is sit and enjoy the show.
So who do we want to talk about? Because I know we have one more after this one.
Trois Derriere. Pour trois.
You know, we gotta wait for Clarissa to come back so she can chime in.
Let's see.
Uh,
Is there anybody else?
let's see.
Throw out? Which we
Okay,
can
let
put
me
on the
look at
list.
this list and see who you got. Because, I mean, if we don't have... Does anybody think that Steer had a nice ass? Oh, I'm so awful. Let's see. Give us one
Thank
person.
you for your
Blackwater
patience.
versus
Please
Edmure.
stand by.
Oh, we can do the old man battle. Blackfish versus Barristan Selmy.
Oh,
Oh, that's actually a good one. Because
It
those
is a
are
good
two
pairing.
very fit and still fighting old men.
Those are some
Oh, yeah.
silver foxes.
I like that one. I'm down to battle that one. I have no idea who I would choose, but I like it.
We have not done the blackfish yet. No.
You know, the Blackfish has been a very distinguished champion of the workout kit that Mac made in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the Ass Pounder 5000. That's going to really play into his Derriere credentials. I'm not going to lie. The Blackfish has a legendary ass. I mean, it's not called the Blackfish for no reason. And as Jordy said, chocolate starfish.
Oh man. I mean, yeah, like the blackfish.
And
He's
Barristan's
as-
still that virgin ass, right? I don't know. But that
You
would be
assume so.
interesting if he was.
You'd assume so, but I think like
Untainted ass. So that's where you start with. Because I think they both got nice asses probably. They've been working out their entire lives basically, wearing that armor. Barristan maybe even more so than the Blackfish, right? I feel like I've shut everybody up right now and they don't even know what to do because I'm talking about weird shit. But River Run, a river ran through it versus King's Landing.
hold on.
No, it's not weird. It's not the
Wait.
first time that people have thought that Blackfish is
He
gay.
may or may not be gay. I think he's
I don't
just
think he is.
queer. He doesn't really.
Did you guys read what Derriere wrote about which category this comes from?
I try this dick category.
Yeah. We
Damn, DA, you're on it today.
discussing the front sides. So we're not going
that
there.
means they're arthritic.
Oh, but
No, I honestly I don't know where to go there. I mean, we know that they're both.
Counting liver spots.
No, I don't think that's the thing to worry about with them.
They're
They're not there yet.
not there yet.
I got it. You know what? It's Barristan the Bold. I have to give it to Barristan the Bold because Barristan, this man jumped in, snuck in to the tourneys to shoot his shot at greatness when he was like, what, 10, 12? Something like that. Lied about his age to get in and then won.
Yeah.
And that's when he was given the title of Barristan the Bold. I mean, you just look at the legendary shit this dude has done Duskendale. He had no clue. There were no maps, no schematics of Duskendale to find. He just said, nah, let me jump over this wall. I'm going to go find the king, and then I'll bring him out. And if I fell, well, yeah, I died. That's basically it. And this motherfucker jumped over the damn wall, got through all the guards, unseen through all these people, was not noticed until he had already found Ares and broke him out of the damn dungeons.
Basically carrying him over his shoulder.
Carrying him over his fucking shoulder. Crazy ass jittery Ares. And you know he didn't go quietly. Ares was out of his fucking mind by then. After
Scratching like a bitch.
Tortured in the dark, you know he didn't go quietly. So Barry's got him running through the streets. Squirrely ass old man, and you know he's all nasty and dirty, and he hasn't been showered or anything, and he still made it out. Managed to steal a horse, get past all of the rest of the guards out of the gate, and that's how that shit ended. Barristan the fucking Bold, and people might want to laugh and call him Barristan the Old nowadays, but he's still Barristan the damn Bold. He's still over in Essos.
Barristan White Ball.
So I'm just saying there's no when it comes to legendary things about these old fighters that we have. I think Barristan has done more that would shape his derriere than we've heard about the Blackfish doing. We just know the Blackfish is sassy and he gives no fucks.
And they're encased by a nice setup, low dangling, short and curlies, and two little curly balls.
That's the case. This is a category we're looking at. Said derrieres can see their balls hanging down so far, not like the shot of Jamie at Harrenhal Bass. Or you got DA. DA has come up with a new stream called
Bollocks and Minge of Ice and Fire, streaming at 5 p.m. And that's not an STG joke. I'm just putting icy hot on your sack or anything.
Oh, God.
No, see, you know what? I don't think that they would have the saggy balls. I think somebody like Walder Frey would have the saggy balls because he wouldn't care. But Barristan and Blackfish, they're both soldiers.
I would say Walder Frey invented the ball brawl.
I mean, they have to wear freaking armor around those things. I don't think they're letting anything hang anywhere.
What'd you say, Johnny?
Well, with the chafing.
Maester Aemon invented the ball bra. It's a little leather strap that looks just like a mini bra. It works very well. I use one myself. You strap.
See, we didn't need to know that.
Shaft. You strap the shaft, and then you go up the butt cheeks like a thong, and then it comes around your waist as well.
So you're basically wearing.
Just imagine them wearing
that. So with proper ball support and the fact that they probably chafe in that armor, so they have to moisturize. So
not only do
they would probably stay more firm.
Exactly, they're firm and smooth.
Yeah,
right.
Well, fast.
Especially if they're using a lotion with ceramides or other firming technology.
And plus, you know, like the Blackfish.
With olive oil and garlic on it.
I mean, the Blackfish probably has like the best fish oil available ever for any of this. So he's probably 30% smoother than Barristan in any case.
Those omega-3s make all the difference.
Well, that's good. Welcome, Iron Tron. What the hell's happening? You may be wondering. You might want to start the stream over. But just chill for now and get into the groove of ashes, paint, and balls.
Oh my god. Barristan versus Blackfish. Who has the tightest of the asses for their age group?
I would say Blackfish has the smoothest, but Barristan has the tightest. That's why Barristan gets my vote.
Not going with the Blackfish? Your favorite Tully?
He is my favorite Tully, but he's not winning this one against the Bold.
Well, I'm going to go with the Blackfish, and I will tell you why. Have you ever seen a swimmer's ass? Case closed. I'll drop it right there. I've given enough story on his darkness.
But he lives in the mountains. He hasn't been swimming for many a decade now.
Hey, you saw him swimming up the river, escaping Jaime Lannister. I mean, he did that in full leather as well. That's a feat. I mean, look at that now. Barristan the Bold, does have a nice ass, but he's more of a bulky bodybuilder type ass. The Blackfish is in his name. He is slender. He's got that Michael Phelps ass. I couldn't keep a straight face, but yeah, I rest my case. That's who I vote for anyway.
What does everybody
Oh.
have for Clarissa?
Lord,
I'm so
if George
torn.
R. R. Martin ever sees any of these damn streams, George, can
He's
you
gonna be like, what's wrong with these people?
the shit that we have been reduced to talking about in this fandom?
Give me Win the Winner, you bastard.
Please give us the Winds of Winter already.
You're reduced to talking
Okay.
about butts, a fictional
Ooh.
character.
You know, I'm really torn on this one.
And
But you know, I'm kind of with the Blackfish on this one. I kind of, yeah. I don't know. There's just something that tells me that under that armor, I don't have any valid arguments behind it. That's just my guess.
I mean, you don't necessarily need a valid argument. Honestly, that's who you like. That's who you like. Lynn Smith, welcome. Ass Winds of Winter. Jordy's been putting out some good zingers this chat. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we made Jordy MVP of the chat today. I don't know if
Jordy's
that's
got the
the thing.
MVP for this
yeah,
shit.
because he's also said that George is a sick man, so yeah. Makes sense.
Hey, he does have some fucked up shit. Just read, if you want to know how sick and twisted Jeremy is, just read the novella Night Flyers. That shit's weird, man.
Yeah,
But it's good. It is
that
good.
story. It's a good story, but it's weird as hell.
And then Iron Throne says that Germ will guffaw if he sees this.
Chuckle even.
Maybe.
I mean, I would hope so. I think we're comical.
We're we try to be entertaining.
I know, he hates fanfic, and I'm doing some rabid
You
fanfic here today.
have some flaming fan fiction in this thing.
Yeah, but I think maybe he means more like fanfic that takes itself really seriously. You know, it's not the same as like sketches or whatever the hell it is we're doing.
It seems like the Blackfish is winning, basically.
It looks like the Blackfish is winning. Yeah.
I won one. I don't know if he was an underdog in this one, though, so I can't claim that.
Sandra
Very
Brendan
bold,
Buttfish
though.
versus Barristan Whiteass.
I think this was a good
Oh,
pair up,
Arston.
though.
But that's what Barristan goes by in the
Brendan
books.
Buttfish versus Arston Whiteass.
It's white balls. Get it right, Sasuke.
Or- Yeah, Dark.
Bye, Dark Mother. Thank you for coming in.
She's a firm vote.
Nice to see you.
Firm vote for
vote
Black.
for Black. Bye, Dark Mother.
I DM.
How many pairs are we doing today?
We got
How many pairs of buns? Well,
Well, we have the
I
ones.
need a nap. I can stick around for maybe one more, and you guys can go on
Alright.
for more than that after. if
This
you want.
one.
They're
This one.
revolting, Sasa.
They're both.
Buttfish.
Right?
Well,
Yeah,
the
I think
one-
Blackfish wins.
The one to end them all, unless we just do one quick one after this one. But Septa Unella versus Lady Olenna Tyrell. Go.
Ah, shit. There is so much to consider
tough.
in that. I can't. Why you couldn't say Septa Mordain so I could just be like, nah, Septa Ornilla, I'm out. Fuck.
Well,
There's so much to take in with Lady Olenna, putting her up against.
all right, I'll lay it out really quick for y'all. Okay.
Huh?
So,
No.
I know. I mean, so I know I have an
Johnny's so
itchy ass.
prepared.
What was
We're
wrong
just
with
like,
you? And I'm looking at her
You
like,
gotta
"Why are
start
you
again,
staring
Johnny."
at me?" She thought I was talking about her when I was talking about butts.
Oh.
No. I'm talking to these weirdos that keep giving me shit to talk about on the street. because that's the magnitude of the couple they just gave me to consider.
Sorry.
I damn it, y'all go. I gotta think about it. Y'all go first on this.
Good, Johnny.
All right, so Septa Unella. Now, I have to give her credit. Like Septa Mordain, she's had to hide that ass since birth. She hasn't been around for 400 years, though. She didn't cause Aegon's conquest. However, that ass is tight, and she is a tall, slender A very good physique on that woman. She is thick in the best sort of way, as they say. I don't know what they say anymore. But her ass is slightly itchy from all the what the hell burlap sacks she wears. She's gonna have like little hives all over her ass. That may make it a little cuter. I'm just throwing that out there. This is objective. Now she walks up those steps, up and down the steps the whole time. She did not even huff and puff. She wasn't even slightly out of breath after the walk of shame. So you know she's got the muscles to back up that ass. It's not just an ass in a sack, right? So you have to see a little bit there. There's a couple of angles where I don't know, the ass just pops out. I'm making shit up at this point. Help me out. But
Yeah.
Septa Unella, does anybody got any more case for her backstory? I mean, she's had to hide her ass because it is so like you know what I mean. I'm
You know,
sorry, I can't
it,
talk right now.
AK might pop out with some, but what about
I'm petering out
Olena?
here.
What about your lady Olena? No.
Lady Olenna, the Queen of Thorns,
Your second favorite.
so hot she can turn down a Targaryen prince and go sleep with the oath of Highgarden. You know, and screw her sister. It doesn't matter. And nobody said anything to her. That ass has controlled kingdoms from the shadows. That ass has done more than we will ever know. And that ass was beautiful. Oh my goodness, Dame Diana Riggs. But I can't bring her into it too much because Septunella has some hot photos herself. But I tell you what, she was hotter than Marjorie in her day, and in my opinion, still hot now, even after she drank the poison. The Queen of Thorns. How many thorns has she queened? That's the thing.
But
I know what I'm doing. You guys start talking. I'm just making weird shit up and I'm petering out on my stories here.
DA says that Septa is fit AF, walking across King's Landing, shaving people 3 times a day. Or Aaron says Septa Unella has dominatrix tendencies. Lady Olenna, or as Jordy Jedi says, Olenna seduced at the dude that was gonna marry her sister. Yep, she could have married a Targaryen, but she's like, nope, that's not in my style, not my fashion.
Well, I can say for me, and I'll go ahead and make my choice. I'm going to say the Lady Olenna Tyrell, and the tiebreaker for me is the itchy burlap sack ass. It's contagious. You don't want to touch a rash with your skin. And, you know, just don't want to
So
get
is that-
near it. It's going to look a little weird. You don't know if she's got the bloody flux. You don't know if she's got the great spring sickness come again. You don't know what's happening.
Bloody
You know Lady Olenna's ass is going to be pampered, point as a toiga, and she's going to have a little bit of foundation on there. So it's even going to look like a porcelain ass. So I'm going with Lady Olenna for no good reason other than, yeah, you could bounce a quarter off of it still.
Oh, and also too, Septa Unella's ass wouldn't look so good after Gregor got a hand of her. Yep. Yes, or the mountain. After the mountain, I don't think it would be as nice as we imagined. Because when she's doing the walk of shame with Cersei.
Woo!
Let's see.
What the?
It's AU is in the chat with us today. Uh-oh, we froze John.
Oh,
Hi AU.
hi AU. How's Disneyland?
Happy late birthday, hey you. Dude's only 22 years
belated.
old.
Happy belated name day. Welcome Stevie J Reviews. I apologize.
Yeah,
This
no
is
idea
your
what's
first
happening.
time visiting. All I can say is I apologize.
Hey, you, if you're at Disney, they're going to shut you down listening to this stream.
Yeah.
Well,
It's probably all my fault,
bringing
too.
in my vote, I'm with you on this one. I think Johnny. I think Lady Olenna. I think that she went out like a champ. She was a hard ass. She was tight ass. I think that speaks for itself. If it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck, its ass is like a duck.
Yeah, she whipped her grandchildren into shape. And maybe she taught even Marjorie how to use that ass, so there you go.
Oh, there's no doubt that she absolutely coached Marjorie in every form of coaching that needed to be done.
Katrin C, you're just in time to wrap it up civilly. We have had this great raucous debate that could be on any major network and not get flagged by the FCC at all.
Yeah, literally. AK, who are you gonna vote for this one?
Yeah. I don't, man, I don't like either one of you. Screw all of you guys for putting me through this. Seriously, I could have been taking a nap right now. Bastards.
Or if that's the case, says this is an NSFDL, not safe for Disneyland stream.
Not safe.
Not
safe
safe
for
for Disney.
anything.
No.
And Jordy Jedi, diapers are easier to get off.
Maybe not Sperry Farm.
I don't know what that means. She's talking about depends, I guess, right? Depends diapers, Jordy. You're killing it in the chat today, man. And I am just fumbling, making for out of context
Right.
lines to be used later for sure.
Okay. So there's this lovely thing.
Mm-hmm.
Still got itchy ass.
According to you, that I have to put
I
that
am the backstory authority here.
speculation.
The back.
And there's this lady who's
No,
actually
there you go.
also
That lady.
this lady. I mean, can't we just have
The cat suit, man. It says it all.
look at that? It's freaking Emma Peel. If y'all don't know who Emma Peel is, damn it, go watch the Avengers. And I don't mean the fucking MCU. Go watch the original Avengers. All right.
Mr. Steed.
Man, again, seriously, can't we have both? Can we have both? Do we have to choose here?
Make it.
You know what, man? Nah. If ladies age like fine wine, then I'm going to have to go with the original Emma Peel, and I got to give it to Lady Olenna. Septuanella, you are a sexy beast, yes indeed. However, you don't beat Emma Peel. Not at all. Not at all.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go hide in somebody's bedroom. I'm gonna kick that old dude out of there, and I'm gonna wait until the lovely Lady Olenna sneaks into his bedroom, and I will enjoy not being able to walk the next morning.
Sorry, Septa Unella. What a
Sorry,
shame. Ding ding.
I hurt you and I stand you, but nah, not against Lady Olenna.
And
Plus,
maybe
you probably got fleas on that ass.
well, there'll be a time where probably it'll be the Battle of the Mordanes at one point. You never know. If not the
The
reject
Septas,
pile.
mean?
Yeah.
All of the Septas, I was about to say, there's only one more day.
Yeah,
Well, I guess there's two, one with a head, one without.
There can only be one.
There can only be one. So
Show the pic with the whip, and yeah. I don't think I could find that one. Well, I probably could, but I'm not going to look for it, AU. But I know which one you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, I won't add any more because I know you're tired, AK, and I'll have a little more story for Olenna as well since she's moving on to the next round. And I'm glad I got to redo the series today because that ended up working. You know that everyone, on a serious note, today we figured out how twerking got started in the known world of A Song of Ice and Fire. Viserys, the golden ass Targaryen.
Yeah.
He does have a better backstory now. Kudos for that one.
It says, but should we say that Olenna's is better than Cersei's? Well, We have to wait if
Yeah,
David.
we can't argue Cersei without having David on the panel.
Yeah, you need Fandom D Saint to show up.
Y'all
But,
get in the Fandom D Saint's DMs and tell him he needs to be on here next Saturday, so we can talk about Cersei.
yeah.
Looks
or
like
Oh,
you
you
got
wanna
that
see
one ass
Cersei
creeping
against
up on the other
Septimuna?
ass.
the
We can
one.
do Cersei up against Septimuna.
Yeah. Ooh,
I
that'll
can
be.
argue that one.
Yeah, that'll be nice. But I know we're kind of wrapping up here, so
Wrap it up, B.
wrap it up. So, what's going on with you coming up, or what you got
Oh,
planned for?
shit, I'll go really quick because we got another nooner show coming up on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be talking The Expanse Season 1 with Justin Thomas from Top Shelf Fandom. It's going to be good. I'm going to be getting super hardcore into The Expanse coverage. It's going to be one of the newer shows that I'll be getting really into. Now, you'll see me doing coverage on a bunch of shows. I'm sorry for the twitch. I think I just had a seizure. But you'll see a bunch of stuff, especially Westworld coming back as well. That's about it. I want to thank you for having me on, Mackenzie, because this was awesome. And I'll throw some self-promoting plugs down here too, along with your Patreon. Throw Mackenzie's Patreon out there. Spanners, do it now.
Oh Jesus.
Do it. Okay, thank you.
All right, well, I guess I'm not
Anybody?
on mute, so thanks for having me on, Mackenzie. Everybody, if you want to find me on social media, you can find me under Clarissa Thompson on Facebook. And on Friday nights, you can find me with Johnny B. Crazy and MackenzieLBurns, along with John St. Baptiste, Bobby Catalano, and Amy True on the Cylon Johns. So if you are free on a Friday night and you like Battlestar Galactica, come join us. Thanks
just-
again, Mackenzie.
Or you just want to watch Johnny make fun of John for half the stream.
Yes. Watch
Sounds-
the banter of the Johns
Yeah.
and the four non-Johns.
Yeah. The Tom Steels.
Yeah,
Non-Johns, the Johns and the non-Johns.
it's
John
fine.
and John. AK.
Yeah, I have been AK. I hope that I was entertaining this afternoon. It's always fun doing these streams. Thank you for having me on, Kenzie. And thanks for appreciating the butts with us, guys. I don't have a whole lot coming up. Like always, you'll catch me in other people's streams and chat rooms quicker than you'll catch me on my own channel. So, sub to all these guys up here, but don't worry about subbing to me. I don't do that much. I'm just around all the time. Hopefully my my butt sketches are getting better throughout the streams. I think these have probably been 3 of the better ones that I've done thus far. You can see the other streams for the other sketches that I've been learning how to do. And that's about it. I'm gonna go take a nap and hopefully feel better
Yes.
and go to work tomorrow morning.
Yes,
Adulting sucks. I like talking about butts more.
Yeah, it's just more fun. But yes, thank you everybody in the chat. So on Wednesday, we will be covering Game of Thrones after the credits roll, which will be pretty much a Game of Thrones after, self-explanatory. So what's Bran's ruling of the Six Kingdoms like? What Sansa's role in the North as Queen of the North doing? What, and so on and so forth. Like, what are all of our favorite characters? Kind of like open discussion, dead or alive. So say, who knows? In our fictitious world, Danny may come back from, say, Kinvara or so on and so forth. So we're going to discover that, talk about that on Wednesday. We should be doing another Derriere debates Saturday or Sunday, depending on what happens. And yeah, we're going to be doing and picking up with Episode Club, I think, in October. Just so I can, we can pick a new show, which I'll be making the poll for sometime this week. An extensive poll, and then we figure out which shows we want to cover. But before we do that,
I have a question, really quick. I'm sorry.
Yes.
For Episode Club, what is there a specific type of genre or show that we want to stay with?
No, we can do
Or
whatever.
you toss out anything. Okay.
Yeah, we can kind of pick whichever one.
I'd
So
say we do some Skinamax stuff. That'd be perfect.
I don't think Skinamax would be allowed, young man.
it'd be
I
like
mean, I'm not opposed to the idea. I'm just saying.
but all of this month's Wednesday stream topics come from the lovely patrons of the channel. So Bobby Catalano, Catherine Harding, Katrine C, Nancy T, and Dark Mother, who is in the chat. All of the patrons for this month have chosen the topics in replacement of Episode Club. So there's some interesting ones coming up. I'll reveal more in time, but yeah, they'll be really good ones. So want to thank the chat people in the chat. So Sasuke, some guy named Johnny B. Crazy, don't know who he is. Some also lady named Clarissa Thompson, as well as another one named Alicia Kingston. Guys, what are they doing in the chat?
She keeps coming on here and talking about butts and stuff, man. You might want to kick her out of here.
We have Jordy Jedi, Katrina C. We had OTJ come here, Stevie J Reviews. Let's see, AU Pack Me was also here. Bravosi Broadcast. Let's see if I can catch anybody else. Linda Smith was here. Let's see if I can scroll up fast. Iron Throne is here. Dark Mother. Let's see if I missed anybody so far. You can yell at me in the chat. I can't go farther enough, but you know who you are, and you know you're here. But yes, thank you all for doing this. It's been so awesome. I can't wait to figure out who wins. So go to the polls and make sure your voices are known.
Let's make it like an ass and blow this joint. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, make sure you go over to the Facebook page and vote for who wins this round, and we'll see you all with a new flock of butts on next week. Bye, everyone.
Hashtag
Thanks for coming.
butts.
The flock of butts. And